Hi, this is Shayla again, and I wanted to do a really quick video. At the end of my day, I'm here at school, and I wanted to share some of the things that I've been using the last couple days, some of the oils that I've been using to help boost my mood up and to help open my brain and really start to make some change start happening within me. And I will start with the what I kind of started doing a couple of days ago when I wake up and I put my lotion on in the morning, my lotion routine. I decided I wanted to. What did I need? I thought, what do I need? What do I want? What do I want to add to my life? Not so much how am I feeling and how can I address that feeling, but more what do I want? What do I want to put in there? And I started looking through my handy dandy Emotions and Essential Oils book. I probably use this almost more than my journal that I have. And as I was flipping through the back, it has lists and lists of emotions and feelings, and then it lists the oils that you can use with those to help those emotions and feelings. And so I'm focused on what do I want to bring in into my life. And one of the things that I had thought about was rational thinking, because I get really caught up into other people's irrational thinking, and I begin to think that maybe that is reality when even when I know that it's not reality, I still have these like thoughts of well, maybe that is true, or maybe I should be thinking that way when I really know what I should be thinking. And so one of the oils that they say to help with some rational thinking is cardamom. Cardamom helps to be more patient. It helps to be more tolerant. And I think that is something that I was needing for myself. Like I was wanting to be more patient and more tolerant for myself, and not so much other people, because I have tons of patience, I feel, for other people, but I don't have a lot of patience for myself. And so I used cardamom, and balance. I mixed those two, put a couple drops in my hand. Oh, I have balance here. I left cardamom at home on my dresser. You see that? Balance. So I mixed the balance and the cardamom, because balance is also good with being stable. So one of the things I've kind of also noticed a lot lately was I kept telling people I'm just looking for some stability. Like I cannot wait to get like moved in, because we just moved, get packed, get things really just settled and stable. So that's again what I was wanting to bring in to my life. So balance is really good for bringing in stability and persevering. Some of the negative feelings that those two work with is balance helps when the person is trying to escape from life through disconnection. And I find myself doing this a lot with my own children, where I get kind of lost in this fantasy world type of thinking. And like I start to find myself in, I call it reflection sometimes, but I don't really think it's reflection. It's just really fantasy thinking. It's, well, life would be better if I did this, or maybe I should have done this way. And when I do it this way, this is the way my end result is going to be. And I'm not staying present, and I'm not in the moment. And cardamom helps with a hyper focus on problems. And again, I was wanting to get away from those things. I'm wanting to focus on good and bringing more good into my life. So I put a couple drops of balance, couple drops of cardamom, and then with my lotion, and I'm rubbing it all over my body. And I did it yesterday and I did it today, and I've kind of started to notice a little bit of different feelings and thoughts about myself and the situations that I come across. Now, my kids in the classroom yesterday seemed to be a big hot mess. There was a lot of disruptions and disagreements and just irritations amongst them a lot. And the most of the feelings or emotions that I sensed from them were more emotions and of themselves, being frustrated with themselves and their learning. And I think it has to do with the fact that I decided to come up with my own blend for the classroom that I wanted to try. Again, I was wanting to open up my brain a little bit to new ideas and new thoughts. And so I came up with my own kind of blend of rosemary and lemon. Now, rosemary is really good for helping to be more teachable, to be inspired, which again, I was kind of wanting to bring more of that into my life. And then the lemon is to help with having really good focus and rational thoughts and being joyful. So I thought, well, I'm going to call this like Brain Awakening, and I'm going to diffuse it in the classroom. And that's what I did. And I love the smell. The two smells together, the two scents are really fresh and refreshing. And so I've been diffusing it in the classroom the last couple days. And I have noticed they have gotten a little bit more frustrated, but it's because with themselves, but it's because they're challenging themselves, which I think is great. Like, I love seeing that as a teacher. I love seeing them really pushing themselves to try and do harder problems. Like in math, that's the particular one that comes to my mind right now, where the kids were getting really frustrated. Of course, it is in the afternoon, more towards the afternoon when we do our math. So that's also, they're kind of getting tired too. But I can tell they're really wanting to try. Like, they are really wanting to do more. And that's exciting for me. I think some of it also is spring is, in the air, as we all know. And the weather is getting warmer. And then it sometimes will get super cold here in Missouri. And, we go back and forth, which causes frustrations. But when it is on these warmer days, like we've had the last couple days, the kids, they get more excited. And that's one of the reasons I love this time of the year in the classroom, is because they get excited. They get excited about science. They get excited about challenging themselves. We're wrapping up the school year. They are starting to really see how much they've learned. And I love the rosemary and the lemon blend for that, because it's expanding their brain more. It's helping them to really get into learning and liking it, because they're seeing their big progress and their big change, and from what they didn't know at the beginning of the year and what they do know now. And I've also loved the smell. I love the rosemary smell and the lemon anyway, and other blends that I've put them in, but together, I'd never thought to put them together. And I'm going to call it my own Brain Awakening blend. You should try it. It's great. I thought at first it might smell more like a kitchen, because the rosemary is the spice, and then you have the lemon in there that you normally smell in cleaners and things. But it really it doesn't smell like a kitchen. I don't feel, well, not in my classroom anyway. Maybe if you put it in the kitchen, it'll smell like a kitchen. But those are my four big oils that I've been using these last couple days. It's the rosemary and the lemon together into like a power Brain Awakening blend, and I've been diffusing it. And then also the balance and the cardamom, and those two are for the stability, bringing stability into my life, and to become more patient and tolerant with myself. And one of the things I remember about a webinar I watched a while back, the Empowered Life series for Healthy Hearts, there was a lady, Macy was her name, and she was speaking on there, and she was talking about, for every suffering, we should have equal nurturing. And I'm trying to really remember that a lot, that for every bad thing that happens, or every negative thing that happens, we need to replenish it with equal, if not more, nurturing, because we are amazing and special in our own ways. We're not all 100% great, but we are more often amazing and great than we feel. And I know I personally get really caught up in those negative, irrational thoughts about myself, about what others are saying. I tend to take offense to things that people don't mean to be offensive. And I think that by helping to balance out those emotions and those feelings and replace them with some good, wholesome feelings and patient feelings for ourselves, giving ourselves patience. I give a lot of grace, and I have to really work on giving myself grace. So treating others, that does remind me as well. I have a quote on my laptop that says to love ourselves so much, that so fiercely, that someone won't question how to love you, or something like that. And I have to remember that I have to give myself more love than I would someone else, because once I love myself wholly and fully, then it pours out of me and into everyone else, and it radiates, I guess. And I see that in other people, and I think, oh man, they're amazing, and they make me feel so amazing. But I have to really stop and think that it's because they know their gifts, and they know how to spread the love and the joy, and I need to do that more as well. So yeah, I just wanted to hop in and share about my balance and cardamom blend and my rosemary and lemon amazing brain awakening blend that I came up with. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.